Good morning to you and thanks for joining us. Current time 6:23. 1 year ago today, 2 men killed Broadwater County Deputy Sheriff Mason Moore near Three Forks.
Now, while Broadwater County had to deal with the loss of one of their own and the crime scene, Gallatin and Lewis and Clark County sent help to their nearby neighbor. Now, we recently sat down with the sheriff of all 3 counties to talk about that morning 1 year ago and how that event has forever changed what each does today.
The phone call my dispatcher was that they couldn't get Mason on the radio. They had just called me 2 minutes prior and said, "Hey, Mason's in pursuit," and which wasn't uncommon. And I said, "Let me know when the guy's in custody."
Broadwater County Sheriff Deputy Mason Moore was out on patrol like he had been many times in his role with the Broadwater County Sheriff's Office. He was well trained. But that morning 1 year ago, no training could have prepared anyone for what would happen next.
We got on scene and pulled in behind the high patrolman and got out of my car, and then the lights were on Mason's car, and I walked over there trying to figure out what was going on, because no emergency lights, no siren, no nothing, and the door was open, which I thought was odd, so I thought maybe he got out and was running on foot, and looked in the driver's seat, and there was Mason, and in not a state that I felt that anybody needed to see him in, and the high patrolman showed up, and I said, "Give me a blanket," and covered him up and moved everybody back. And
I remember it was my captain that gave me a call, and just that horrible feeling in your stomach, and just I felt it as we were driving up this morning, is just that horrible feeling. And so I immediately called Wynn. Obviously we're friends, and just told him anything that he needs. And I can only imagine what's going through his brain, so we just sent everybody out and sort of helped with the scene, helped with the press, helped with all of those things, because he needed to take care of his people, which he did.
We didn't know Mason that well, but we really know Wynn that well. And that was the hard part, is to look at the law enforcement family and to see them suffer and to know what that loss meant. That's why that Brian and I jumped in our vehicles. When you have something just like a family member that dies, other people come to stand there, just the witness of presence.
Is it different today? I mean, do you do things differently?
Yes.
Still have the task, but do you do things differently?
Extremely different. You know, every night I go to bed worried about the phone ringing, and when the phone rings, you're going, "Oh, please, Lord, just tell me it's not something bad again." And
we're hunting cops to kill. That was their mission. Had they turned left, it would have been one of ours. So at the moment, a split-second decision was Broadwater County instead of us. Our guys think about that all the time, and we remind them that every traffic stop could be something that turned into something fatal. Don't get complacent.
99.9% of the citizens of this state are fantastic, good, law-abiding people, and we don't want to treat every one of them as that 1%. You know what I mean? So we're still human beings, still the golden rule. We still treat people the way that they need to be treated, but have that in the back of your mind that, you know, be ready.
We're fathers and daughters and husbands and wives and brothers and sisters to somebody, and they all love us, and at the end of the day they want us to come home. And you know, in reality, these people want to get home to their families, and we're on the same boat. We're just kind of in a short-term situation that shouldn't have life-changing effects to it.
The tragedy of 1 year ago is something all 3 men say will be something that they'll never forget for the rest of their law enforcement careers. Near Three Forks, Chet Lehman, MTN News. Now, Deputy Moore was honored yesterday for giving the ultimate sacrifice in Washington, D.C., part of this year's National Law Enforcement Memorial Ceremony.
Such a tough story, and his birthday was last week.
Absolutely.
It's just so heart-wrenching.
Again, on this anniversary, our thoughts go out to Jody and his family as well.
Absolutely. It is time for a quick break. We're back in 2 short minutes. Stay with us.